Hello. Welcome everyone to this stream, which is named Nihal Sarin and his shocking opening preparation. Well, the thing is that there's this award that is given for the online events that are held, which are organized by FIDE. So they had this Gazprom Brilliancy award for the best game of the online Olympiad. Then they also had for the World Disabled Olympiad. And now they also have for World Youth Under 18 and World Youth Tournament and for all the sections. And I'm one of the judges for that. And I have to select a game which was brilliant in my opinion. And without doubt, for me, it was this one by Nihal Sarin, who played an unbelievable game at the event. And the nice thing, like I have been doing this analysis since I did it in the World Olympiad, also at the Disabled Olympiad. But this time, it gives me immense pleasure to actually welcome the man who has played that game. So, a warm welcome to Nihal Sarin. Hello, Nihal.
Hi.
Nihal, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nihal, today we are going to look at one of your games from the World Under 18, World Youth Under 18 online tournament, which you won. And according to me, it was a great game. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I think it was a good game and I'm quite happy with it. So,
It's a good game. Would you say it's one of your best games or not really?
yeah, it should be one of my best,
One
I
of your
guess.
best. Okay, fantastic. So I just want to tell the viewers how the tournament panned out for Nihal. So this was the tournament. One second, let me get you here. So Nihal, you played the tournament, and there were many strong players who took part. In the first round, I think you had quite an easy victory against Schnabel, Johan, Emil. How did you like the format of playing one player, two games, and then the Armageddon?
Yeah, I think it's a very decent format.
Very decent format, yeah.
Yeah.
And first round was easy.
Okay, it was comparatively easier, although I have to say that I think I could have been like if my opponent had found a move in the second game, I could have been just lost.
Mm.
This way. So yeah, I did have one scary moment there, but apart from that, it was quite smooth.
Apart from that, it was okay. And then Justin Wang is a strong player. How was that match?
Yeah, that was a very interesting match. And, I think I was pushing throughout the match, sort of with both colors, and I finally managed to win a game.
And Francesco Sonis is what we are going to look at. I think that was a amazing match for, in my opinion, brilliantly played by you. And what
Yeah,
about Shant Sargisian?
yeah, all matches were very tough. Like against Shant, I think. I mean, it could have gone either way. Like after he found this night date, I could have easily lost. But we both had a we both had our luck. So
Yeah, in the end, you emerged victorious, and it was a great victory because you won World Under 18 title. Last year, it was Pragnananda who had won it, although it was over the board. This year, you won it.
yeah,
Gukesh won under 14, and Rakshita won under 16. So it was tremendous. How about going to the game?
sure.
Okay, so here we are. This is the game, and Nihal will go through the games in a way where you explain the moves, okay, and we'll also ask the viewers to guess certain moves if that is okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so wherever you think something interesting, we can ask them to guess, and maybe they can take part and tell you, and we can say what is right or wrong. Or if guys, if you have any questions for Nihal, then please feel free to ask. Would be nice to respond to that. Okay, so shall we go?
Yeah, sure.
So Nihal, you opened with d4, d5, knight f3, knight f6, c4, e6. And were you expecting this opening from Francesco?
Not exactly. Like I really don't know what I prepared. Like, but I was not expecting Ragozin. I think with white I was pretty much freestyling.
What were you expecting?
No, I don't even remember what I was expecting, to be honest. I was just freestyling with white.
Freestyling. Ah, okay. So he went Ragozin, bishop b4, and you played bishop to g5 here.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
It's one of the
one of
main lines. Here, actually, queen a4 check also can be played, which is also one of the main lines. But I think
yeah, CD Bishop G5 and Queen A4 check are the three main moves.
CD, ED also, and then bishop g5 is also
Yeah,
played. I mean,
yeah.
what is the difference? Why would you play before taking on d5?
The difference is that okay, CDED does activate. Like first of all, it leaves the tension in the center, and also it does open the C8 bishop.
Hmm.
Like this also has advantages, but like because the D5 pawn becomes a bit looser, and now D takes C4 is not. So it has its pros and cons for sure. It's just another line.
So
I personally believe Bishop G5 is a bit more testing. That's
you played bishop g5 here, and he took here, and now we are some kind of in Vienna Ragozin territory. Yes.
yes, and Vienna is one of my favorite openings with black. So I knew a decent bit here.
So the thing is, when you play one opening with black, and then you have to face it with white. Do you feel like good about it, or you feel, oh, this is my favorite opening, I have to face it with the other color as well, so I don't feel very comfortable? What's
No,
your
I
feel?
think I'm fine with facing it because like I'll be sort of confident that at least I have some idea about the system.
Right. So knowing it from other color is actually good. And here you played the move e4, and he played the move h6
Yeah, C5 is the other line, and probably that's the main move. This transposes into proper Vienna,
after
and there are some really long lines here, like Bishop C4, CD4, Knight D4, and here black has Queen A5 or Bishop C3, and it goes on. Like,
Yeah.
some very long.
I remember
Yeah,
your game with Indian, where you were playing with the black pieces.
yeah. There I took Bishop C3 and then went Queen A5. That's a more concrete approach.
Here, Queen a5, and I think he took. Sorry,
Yeah.
he took, and then you took back,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went like h4 or something.
No, no. I take Queen C3 check
Ah,
first.
first he took here,
Yeah, King F1.
king f1.
Now
And
the point is, if Queen takes C4, King G1, Rook C1 is gone, so you don't actually win a piece.
so here there is rook c1, and you lose the piece on c8. So this is very important, small, because many people would be afraid of going here because you lose c4 bishop with a check.
Yeah,
But it's concretely working out. So after king f1, Nihal
GF6
took back, then rook
and
c1.
Rook C1, Queen A5, H4.
I think in the recent match in Airthings Masters, Queen b4 was played by Levon against Rajabov.
No, no, like it can't be here because like here Bishop E6 should be lost for black. Like there is another line where white gives Bishop B5 check and H4. There you have to go Queen B4. So here Bishop E6, I think it loses for black.
Here already lost, because if take
Take and
king.
Rook C. And now the difference is if our queen was on A5, we have Queen A6 check and Queen A6. That's why we play Queen A5 here.
Wow. So here, if you go back and here take 96, there is
And
check, king g1, queen e6.
Queen E6, yeah.
These are little tricks that should be known. Yeah, otherwise you will get
Yeah,
smashed in the opening itself.
yeah, like in this Vienna, you really need to know what you're doing with both colors. I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, this is how the main line goes.
Mhm.
But h6 is also becoming trendy these days.
So here he went h6, and you took, because now if you don't take and you go back, then you're already losing a pawn.
Yes, probably black can go g5 knight e4.
Why do you say probably? I thought it's just a free pawn.
I mean, like, I don't know, it should be a free pawn. Like, maybe white can go queen c2 and claim something, but I don't think so. Like,
Mm.
okay, compensation. At least some
Some
some practical
compensation.
compensation, but yeah.
Right. So he didn't do this. You took here. You took
Mm-hmm.
here and you took on c4, and now this is a beautiful position for white. All pieces out. You are ready to castle. Maybe connect the rooks. Looks great. But in return, you had to give the bishop pair.
Yeah, and black also immediately has to strike in the center, which he did with c5.
Hmm.
I guess I castled.
Yeah. Now pushing the pawn makes no sense because you just lose a pawn here.
Yes.
So he went castles, and now take on d4. And
Yeah,
here you could take with the queen, you can take with the knight also, right? You played e5.
yeah. e5 is the main move. Like taking immediately, okay, queen takes looks a bit pointless because you're just trading into a normal endgame where black has two bishops. So
Yes, this is not a great
black
idea.
should be very comfortable. And knight d4, there is probably black can just castle rook d8, gets everything fast, and you should be very comfortable. So I
Hmm.
think there are, like, to brief it, there are two moves there, and the critical move is e5, which was played like after. Yeah, the other, there's a safer line actually. Like, can be good if you don't know anything. If you don't remember, like, you can go knight b5. Basically, you can never lose. So
They will
knight
check
c4
threat.
is,
I think
yeah,
I'll do queen e7.
yeah. This actually I did play this against Ganguly in 2019, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, queen e7. The idea is queen d4. So now there's a double attack.
Okay.
Mhm. Now g7 and a7
So
are hanging. Yeah.
here.
Black castles, knight a7, bishop c5, and knight c8, rook c8, queen d3. Like, it's an equal
Oh
position. Like,
yes, yes, I saw this. I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
this recently in the game between Vidit and Ding Liren at the online Olympiad also, right?
Right, right. Yeah, this is the solid way to play.
Ah.
This you can almost never lose. It's very hard to lose
But
pawn.
also it's not easy to win because of the opposite colored bishop. I remember Ding played knight c6, rook d8, went knight d4, exchanged the knights, and I think it quickly ended in a draw.
Yeah, like black can also sometimes just push g5, g4. I think this is quite comfortable for black.
Right, right.
Yeah, so this is the solid option. The other option, the more testing one, is e5. Queen, I guess he went to
d8.
d8. Yeah.
And now once again you didn't take this pawn, you went knight e4.
Yeah. It's just, so knight e4 castle.
Again here taking doesn't make sense. Yeah, because if you take just castles.
Yeah, it's not bad, but also it's okay.
So
Like
knight
knight
e4 is more
e4,
testing, and I think after he castles, you took knight d4, which is okay now becoming popular. But earlier they used to go queen e2 and somehow bring the rook and take this pawn, right?
yeah, yeah. Or you can just ignore the pawn straight. Like, you just go bishop d3, knight g3, queen e4. Like,
Oh, you go for this attack. Wow.
and sometimes, like, I've seen Levon go, like, sometimes he just goes g4, g5 as well.
What does he do?
He just goes g4, g5 as well.
Oh
So
man. Okay.
yeah, like, white should try to attack. White should try to attack the king. And,
Nihal,
yeah,
is it possible to speak a little louder so that people can hear you?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
yeah, queen e2 is the main move. Knight d4 is just a small try. It's very interesting, and I got this idea by actually. The funny thing is, I got this idea by losing a couple of online blitz games.
wow. This is what I find really amazing, that just playing blitz games just like that. can give you. I thought you played this with Sarana, and that's why how you know this idea.
Yeah, also Sarana, like, but against Sarana, I didn't fall for this. But before that, in online games, I think against Sarana's second, I am Andre Drigalo. I fell for this like twice. The
What?
same trap which happened in the game.
Really?
Yeah, so that is how I know it, to be honest.
Wow, very nice. Very interesting. So you were playing with black against Drigalov, and he
Yeah.
took here on d4.
Yeah, I
Uh,
thought it's very strange move. Like, okay, Queen C7 double attack. What do you
I thought Queen c7 is a move that you really cannot analyze beforehand, right? Because it has not been played before. I think it was
think?
the first time that it was seen in over the board chess. And you had played with Alexei Sarana in 2019 Bishop e7.
Yes, yes. Like, no, I believe like Queen C7 is just the most natural move, right? You just attack to, like, seems like you win a pawn. What do you play in? It's like
So you were playing with black against
Regalo.
Drigalov.
Yeah.
And what did you do? What did he do here? What happened in the game?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So we'll check that. And you lost those games.
Yeah, yeah. I lost.
Ah,
So
very cool. Because usually when you lose a game, you feel very sad, but it's like losing a small battle to win the big war.
yeah, exactly.
It's like you learned this on online chess where it was not very important game, and then you
Mhm.
made it count when the world championship, world title is at stake. So it's very cool. So Queen C7, and here you remembered it instantly, or you had to think for a bit.
No, I remembered it quite instantly. That's why I went for knight d4. Like Queen C7 is such a natural move. I was really hoping for it.
Yeah. So
Like,
he seemed to be not prepared, right? He just played it over the board.
yes, yes. Like knight d4 is a pretty rare move, I think.
Okay. So the point here being that if you just play queen e2 to defend the bishop, then black will simply snatch a pawn and say that I am just a pawn up. And if you play bishop d3 as well, saving the bishop, still he will snatch the pawn.
Yeah.
So in a way, you were forced to do something drastic. And when you played knight f6 check, I remember Niklesh was doing live commentary on Hindi ChessBase India, and he was stunned actually because the computers were giving winning position for black. It seems.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was also stunned when I faced this first time. Like I was thinking this is some bluff.
Hmm.
Mm. But yeah, it's very deep actually. Even computers don't see it at first. It
Okay,
seems.
let's try to understand it. First of all, if I take this, what's happening?
Yeah, that I didn't know to be honest. But I think we check on g4.
Okay, check. Now let's say if I go king h7.
King h7. I can probably actually. What do I do?
E takes f6 maybe,
Yeah, I saw something during the game. I guess I have to take e takes f6. Yes.
and now rook g8, and I guess you can give a check, no? Bishop d3,
Uh huh.
king h8, and now I don't know, like here maybe queen h5 does the trick, or
Oh,
queen,
bishop f8 is there now that I see. Like,
or maybe queen e4 just finishes
oh
it.
yes. Rook g6 is still keeping black alive, but like I don't know how to finish off. But this looks terrible for black. Like rook c1 and
Now can we go queen h4?
oh yes, yes. That might be. That might be. Yeah, that's a strong. Yeah.
I
It
don't
looks
know.
like according to this color, it seems there's something stronger. But yeah, like,
I think rook c1, as you pointed out, maybe the strongest move. Yeah.
yeah. Just include this maybe.
Include the last piece in the game if he goes queen d8.
How do you finish off though? Like one idea is knight f3. Like maybe threaten some knight h4 or knight e5. But okay, yeah. There should be quite a few ways to win.
Yeah, because knight f3 also attacks the bishop here.
Right, right.
But yeah, queen h4 is maybe the best.
Oh yeah, still queen f6 is not possible. Okay, okay.
Yeah, because queen f6, your bishop here is hanging. And now this looks very brutal because first of all, you're losing the rook. Second of all, after you lose the rook, h6 pawn will hang. So overall,
Yeah, yeah.
you just
And
have a
yeah,
winning
black
position.
should get mated very soon.
Hmm.
Like the thing is, black's queen side takes time to come into the game. Like
Yeah,
three pieces are still there.
all these
So
guys are just sleeping.
yeah,
So, okay, king h7 is refuted. King h8. I thought this was very not so trivial, right?
yeah, yeah. And I could have done this only in my game. Queen h4, it can transpose. Queen h4 or f4, I'm not sure, but it can transpose, right?
Queen h4. And now I'm thinking like queen e5 transposes to the game, correct?
Yes, yes.
But if he goes king h7, does that?
So next one, I don't know. Hmm. Okay, f6 is just crushing, right? And bishop d3.
ef6? Okay. Can I take your bishop on c4?
Oh yeah, I blundered then. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I just missed my bishop there.
Hmm. Guys in the chat, what would be a good move here? I am not sure. King h7.
Actually, I also don't know. Yeah.
I don't want to use an engine here. I just want to analyze with you, and maybe even if it doesn't, it would be food for thought for the viewers. So,
Right, right. Like,
in case,
okay, I see a worst case option. Like, worst case, I can go knight b5, queen e5, bishop d3, and at least win the bishop on b4. I mean, no, there has to be something stronger, I believe.
knight b5, let's
Yeah,
say queen e5,
bishop d3 check and win the bishop on b4, worst case.
and this. Yeah, but then it seems like black may coordinate, no, himself, like rook g8, perhaps knight c6, or not.
Hmm. Yeah, first we have to move the rook. Yeah, yeah. Like rook g8 and rook e1, there is queen d5. So black might actually. But rook f1, queen d5, bishop f1. Okay, I would still believe white has a very good edge, but yeah, move the queen somewhere. 8-3 maybe.
Yeah, and then you bring your rook in.
Yeah, rook d1 is a threat, knight c7 is threat, knight d6 is threat. Like,
Hmm.
but yeah, there has to be something stronger which I'm not seeing.
Everyone's saying bishop d3 check in the chat. I don't know if that works. But f5, what do you do? Isn't that the entire idea that I don't want f5 to come in?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is there something brilliant here? But I don't see it. So, if black gets f5, I don't see what I can do.
bd3 f5 knight f3. No, I don't think that works.
No.
Too slow. Yeah, you attack this, but then bishop e7, and I guess you may
Yeah,
just lose the game.
okay. Queen h5, there's still some pressure, but yeah, it's very, very hard to believe.
Hmm.
It seems just too slow.
Yeah, this is one move that I thought was critical if knight f6, because in the game when you gave a check, he went king h8 and then kind of became forced the entire variation.
Mhm.
But if he takes, you have to give a check, right? You don't have any other way. He has
Yeah,
to go to, I mean,
h8.
h7, we kind of felt like ef6 check, queen e4, and rook c1 and queen h4. I think this seems conclusive, this variation.
Yes, yes. So king
So
h8, we don't know what to
king
do.
h8 is, I think, the line which is kind of tricky.
Hmm. And queen f4 is also same story, right? King h7.
Yeah, queen f4, king h7.
And now we can't even take on.
Yeah, now we can't take because our queen would be hanging here.
I have to say I don't know.
Mm. See. So ef6,
Rook g8 only. No?
queen
If we
h4.
do the same thing, we'll be a full tempo down. But maybe even that is very strong.
Yeah, because there we gave a check and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And bishop f8 here, for example. And like bishop d3, knight d7, black might defend. Like if we lose the pawn, we are just a piece down.
Yeah, yeah. This may not be enough because queen e4 just loses to
Just
knight
take. Yeah.
f6. Now let me check what's the best way to go about, because I think queen g4, king h8 seems like the strongest here,
Mm-hmm.
and now queen h4, queen e5 is the game, and if
Uh-huh.
king h7, I'm not sure if engines understand this position as well. It says rook a c1, but queen e5, knight f3.
Yeah, like maybe I just have to go for those questions only. It's knight b5, bishop d3 kind of.
Ah,
Just
this
play for
one.
initiative. Yeah, yeah. That actually makes sense. No, like I'm quite sure white is better because like black queen is very exposed and not exactly this one, but like that. Like computer
Something
was
like
saying
that.
some yeah, rook seven, knight f3, bishop d3 check. I guess so.
Ah, you mean that one.
Similar, just sack a pawn, win the bishop.
Rook c1, queen e5, knight f3, queen b2. I mean, it's too much of a risk. Queen
Yeah,
c2.
like
I mean, computers give this advantage to black, but I believe if you give it enough time, it will change its evaluation
I guess yeah.
because it looks so scary with
True.
one, two, three, four pieces and just nothing developed for black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely at least practically it's quite scary.
Yeah.
So
So this remains one line which uh, would you like analyze this later, or how is it? Because this is something which is kind of worrying, right?
yeah, I'll definitely check this later. I guess I have to check. Yeah, thank you for pointing this out. I have to look at this. For sure.
Yeah, because and when you look at it, maybe you can let me know. I'll update it because I believe that all the engines still point towards an edge for black until now. Of course, if I should make it run. If I find something, I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Going
King
back.
H8 is a good move actually. It's fine.
King h8 was played by him here, and then you are like, okay, anyway, take my knight. I really want to checkmate you. Queen c2.
Yeah,
Uh,
Queen C2 is actually a nice. It's a nice nuance. Like
this happened in your game with Regal.
I guess
Ah,
yes.
okay, cool. So
And
here now he has to take. If he goes g6, then I think already, I mean, position is horrible.
right, right. I mean, it should be somehow losing by force.
Right. So he took the knight, and now you went queen c1. Wow.
Yeah, the point is now King H7 is met by Bishop D3 check.
Yeah, and
So
you lose
that's
the
why we
queen.
keep the Queen there. Yeah.
Correct. And queen c1, if king g7.
King G7 is, I think, like I had checked this line for black with Srinath a bit, and I think this, as far as I remember, this was the best way for black to play against this. Like best way to equalize, but I thought this was very scary. Like it continues like EF6, King F6, Queen H6, King E7. I remember till this, but like even a simple move like Rook C1 or maybe even Rook D1, like it can be very scary for black. I feel
Hmm.
like for a faster time control, and especially if black doesn't know, then I think practically this is close to lost. Like yeah, I have a lot of checks. The only annoying thing is the bishop on b4 does cover the even square, but
Ah, yes, that is true.
still like
But you can always push it away with a3. And you
yeah,
you have not such a big material disadvantage. You have like one piece for a pawn, so he cannot afford to give up a piece.
right, right.
Yeah. So king
In
g7, you were okay to go into this kind of unclear but looking very promising.
yeah, like objectively, I think that's the best way for black to go.
Ah, king g7.
Hmm.
So he took here.
Yeah, now I was quite happy. Like this was what I was hoping for from the start. And yeah, now is the chemo of the whole combination, which of course I also missed in the game, like my blitzkrieg as well.
It's unbelievable. If someone is given this position to play without preparation, do you think he can find the white's move? So, chat, you need to find what is white's best move here. Do you think, Nihal, you can find this like over the board?
Hmm. No, over the board, I think maybe if you reach this exact position, you might. But like it's still quite tough. But the thing is, okay, if someone plays Queen C2, Queen C1, they should know the follow up for sure. I guess like someone plays this Knight F6 check and Queen C2, Queen C1. That is nearly impossible to play without prep, I guess.
Right. So, in a way, it's not about this very position, it's about reaching here might
Yeah.
not be so easy. But you could
Yeah.
reach this the other way. That is the reason. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
so for example, when you gave knight f6 check here, and if you would have taken it, check, king h8, queen h4, queen takes e5, then we already reached this position anyway.
True. True. Yeah. The like almost the only way, at least I could, if I can find it, the only way would be like it's like the only move to continue that.
Yeah. So
By the process of elimination, we might. But it is tough.
it's a beautiful move here, and guys, as you rightly pointed out, uh, f4 is a brilliant move, and I think this is the move which convinced me uh, to give the beauty, the game of this event prize to this game, because also aesthetically, if you look at it, after check which he took, king h1, you can go and pick up another piece when now you are three pieces down, which in itself looks so nice.
Yeah, but now there is a mate by almost by force.
So how do you go? Rook f3
Yeah, rook f3, and this should be just.
and queen e4.
Yeah, like rook g3 should win, but rook h3 might be just mate straight away.
Yeah, rook h3 with a direct threat on h8 mate. Beautiful.
Yeah, like absolutely unstoppable. It seems.
Thank you, Apurva Barwa, for your super chat. So, queen e4 was played by Francesco. Was there any other move that you were expecting here?
I was expecting a bit more like along the lines of f5. Like I thought you would include f5 and get the same thing, like rook f3, queen g7. I don't know how much this helps. I have to go rook g3, take, and it's the same position, but black has an extra move f5. But like this helps in some cases, but also could be a target. Like I can maybe like sack 2 pawns all of a sudden, go g4, f5, and open up your lines.
Mhm.
Like if black gets developed, then he could easily be better because
Yeah,
there's a good
because
material
black
advantage.
has one rook, knight, and bishop for a queen, which is quite a lot of material.
Yeah, materialistically, it's like 12 versus 9, but that shouldn't. The thing is that the current activity favors white.
Yeah.
So, mhm, yeah.
So f4 takes, and you didn't consider a move like queen takes b2 here?
I didn't exactly consider that. Like, yeah, I didn't think black would go and take a pawn in this situation. But yeah, it's possible.
Rook b1. If now, I think queen c2. Maybe rook b3, no?
Probably, yeah. And if bishop c3, I guess I can actually go rook f3 because queen d1 I can come back bishop f1.
Wow.
And yeah. So what he played was also very decent, I believe.
He played queen e4. You went rook to f3. Very cool. Okay, if
Queen.
he takes here, it would be nice to double your points, but then it just
Yeah.
comes on his face. There.
Right, right. Like luckily he still has bishop c5, but okay, it should be made very soon.
Yeah. Bishop
Like, okay,
c5.
I'll just come slowly. Rook d1, rook d2. There's nothing to do, I guess.
Hmm. Very cool. So he went queen g6. And here after rook g3, queen g3, h g3, how did you assess this position during the game?
Like the good thing is that I didn't really have to assess much myself. Like after queen e5, I knew that white was supposed to be having a good edge, like
Hmm.
good advantage around plus 1.5 plus 2. So all these moves are forced, and also position looked quite easy to play. Like opponent also had no time. But practically, it also feels a bit easier to play white, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. It's quite easy to play here with white because you have to just handle one piece while black has to coordinate everything. So, first of all, rook e8 was played by your opponent to get the bishop back to f8 and then g7 perhaps.
Uh-huh.
So, you snatched a pawn. He played bishop e7, queen h6, bishop f8, check, bishop g7. And so, black has now at least, is not going to get checkmated at least.
Yeah.
So then shouldn't black be better now because he's not getting checkmated. He already has material advantage. If you see here, he has a rook, knight, and a bishop for a queen. So what's your advantage here?
My advantage is just current activity, and potentially black's king is still like black's king is still going to lack defenders if the three pieces on the queen side don't come out. So like I think ideally black would love to play knight d7, knight f6, bishop d7, bishop c6. Like if black gets all that, I think I'm busted.
Mhm.
Like then a rook will come d8, d2, and like if I don't do anything.
Correct.
So I thought, okay, I have to play a bit back to playing a bit positionally here, like it's prophylaxis. So that's mainly why I played rook d1 to meet knight d7 with bishop d5. So
So what about knight c6 here?
knight c6, yes, the knight comes out, but the thing is, the bishop on c8 and the rook on a8 are still stuck. That's the thing. Like if the knight got to f6, everything would get out easily.
So the main thing was to get like this and this.
Yeah,
So knight on c6 stands very well controlling d8, but that's about it. Like you may then start playing maybe g4 or something like that.
yeah, g4 is decent. If I remember, I went rook d6.
Yeah, no, after
Yeah,
knight c6.
yeah. Knight c6 didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. He went knight d7.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, knight c6. I was actually planning rook d6. Like it's a good square for the rook, and also there is a tricky threat. Like actually threatening f5, e5, rook g6.
Oh, nice.
So
So,
that
for
was coming.
example, let's say he goes a6, just for the sake of argument, f5, take, and rook g6. Guys, this is how Nihal is so tricky. Yeah? He is always looking at some very nice ideas and tactical play in. And I think after f5, you open up the position to your advantage.
Yes,
Also
yes.
threatening f6.
Threatening f6. Yeah.
So knight d7, and now you played bishop b5, pinning. Yeah, I think he fought well with f6 here.
Yeah, he fought well. I was not exactly expecting him to go f6 and weaken his position so much, but surprisingly, it was not so easy to exploit.
But there was no other move, right?
Yeah, f6 was good.
Kind of force. So queen g6. Now attacking the rook on e8. And then he went rook e7, defending the knight.
Yes. Now I just continue strengthening my position. Like arguably, like g4, g5 immediately could have been better.
Yeah, I was checking this before, like when you played this game, g4 was suggesting as a winning idea, but I didn't understand it very thoroughly.
Yeah, I still don't. Like, I mean, g4 is good. I mean, definitely it's good. Like you just want to blast open immediately. It should be better for concrete reasons.
g4, g5. let's
Yeah.
say let's say I play a6, bishop
Uh,
c4,
mm-hmm.
b5.
Exactly. Like, how do I? Can I go g5 right here?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
g5.
yeah.
And if you take here, then gf.
Gf rook d8. Yeah, that's very very concrete. I didn't see this, of course. Like at the end, we can yeah
Even such a position might not be so easy to win, but maybe he will lose a piece, it seems, because he's so badly placed.
yeah like maybe not immediately, but like rook d8 queen c7, you can go back rook 8 and hang on, but
Yeah.
then you take the pawn on c4. And yeah, black is just going to be very badly coordinated.
Hmm.
Bishop b7, you lose e6 as well. So, like that, I think gradually white should be able to convert.
Yeah. So, and if here he played fg5, then already bishop e6 and this. So somehow this g4 g5 idea was pretty cool, but okay, you went rook d6, not
Which
bad.
I thought was good as well, like logical. I thought.
Yeah, a6, bishop d3, now threatening a check here. I
Mm-hmm.
think he could go knight f8, but then you have rook d8.
Now I have rook d8. Now, for example, you just play b5. Like I think I have first mate already. Oh, actually, there is an even nicer mate. Like queen h7 check, king f7. Now queen h5, bishop h7, bishop g6, queen h7 is one mate.
Very
But
nice, very
yeah,
nice.
that's just one. But there is also mate in two.
Check, 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 check. And this knight is kind of useless because it is
Yeah,
pinned.
because of the thing. And the mate in two is just yeah, queen h7, king f7, and there is actually seems that there is bishop g6 and queen g8 mate.
Check here.
Yeah, bishop g6
Oh,
and queen
bishop g6. Wow. Takes and queen g8. Brilliant, brilliant.
g8. Yeah.
Hawkeye Nihal there. Very quick. So b5 is what he played. He didn't play knight f8.
Mm-hmm.
And you went queen e4. I think at
That's
here,
right.
did you feel like what to do exactly? Like, did you get confused? Like, it's not finishing him off or what?
Like after Queen E4, I thought it was finally game over. Like he has been defending very well for a while, but still there's it seems that there is a difference. Like if King was on H2, I think game would have been over immediately in this position.
King was on h2.
Yeah,
Why?
like think okay Queen E4, so Rook B8, Rook E6 wins immediately,
Yeah.
I guess. So he went Rook A7. And thing is, I can't like Queen C6 would have been very nice if it was possible. But Queen C6, Bishop B7 seems forced. And Queen C7, there is Bishop G2. That's why.
Oh my god. Check. I couldn't
Otherwise,
even.
it could have been, yeah.
Wow.
Otherwise, it could have been winning on the spot.
So here, bishop b7. Ah, okay. That's the point.
Yeah. So I couldn't find anything concrete, so I took
You
knight
took.
c5. I could have still gone rook e7, rook a7. But then there is knight f2 check at the end, and I lose the d3 bishop.
Yeah. So take,
So that didn't work as
take
well.
here.
In king h, I still get rook a8, rook c8, but yeah, black can definitely At least hope of holding that.
Yeah, or even just directly you could go back knight d6.
Yeah,
And here maybe black is doing okay with the two bishops and could
yes,
fight on, could fight on.
yeah, for sure. At least fight on.
So you went check, king f8, and now you
Yeah,
didn't exchange the rooks.
I think I went rook c6 first,
Yes,
just to lure the rook to a more passive spot,
take, bishop
and
f5.
bishop f5. I thought it would be good to exchange these bishops at least because the g7 bishop is very passive.
Mm. And here he could have taken, but then his position is worse. I guess knight e6 was the best move for him.
Okay. Yeah, knight e6 could be a decent move, but I think it's just very hard to play such a move. Like you're just putting yourself in a pin. And again, I can just make a move like king h2, and
Ask
I
him
think it's
what you want to
practically,
do.
yeah, like practically, I still feel it's very hard for black, but of course, engine will defend this.
Hmm, hmm.
Like objectively, also, white should be a bit better, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's around equal or maybe slightly better for white, perhaps. But bishop
Mhm.
b7, I think, was not the best because now you were very quick to notice this b4.
Yeah, like thought I can finally do something concrete.
Yeah, and this is the point. You need the e6 square for the bishop so that queen g8 and the knight defends it. So you kick the knight away. And then knight d7, bishop
Bishop e6.
e6. And this was now it was easy. You took queen g7, king e8, queen takes f6.
Yeah, now it's quite easy because like black just has no counter play, and rook d2 with some hope is like there is at least a very easy way. So rook d2 you just go queen h8 check. I think that's the simplest. And queen g7. So yeah, and now queen c3. Otherwise you take the bishop. So
Nice, nice.
so yeah, this is I think just game over because white has too many pawns.
Yeah, white has too many pawns, and he did fight on because if he loses, it meant elimination. So he did make a few moves, but after queen h7 check, he resigned. Beautiful, beautiful game. Not only the opening prep was great, but also the game afterwards was well executed by you. And I think it's a big learning for everyone who's watching this is that how do you profit from your losses? And that is what Nihal has shown in this game that while playing online, it can be fun and just very cool if you do analyze some of them or if you do remember some of your losses, they can convert into wins in the over the board encounters.
Yeah, like you can get to know a lot of good traps, I think. Like it does have its bad effects, but like it can have. But I think I personally believe it has much more positive than negative effects.
Cool. Very
So,
nice. Very nice.
yeah.
Oh, we have Vidit raid right now happening. Vidit was live and then people are joining in. Very nice. Guys, in the chat, if you are there, you can ask Vidit to also join this stream. I'll send him the link because now we are going to have two guests who will join in. But first of all, congratulations, Nihal. I have nominated you as the best game for World Under 80 World Youth Championship, Gazprom Brilliancy. Do you know that actually there is a trophy here if you win it? So just to show
Okay.
you, uh, if you do win the Brilliancy prize, then this trophy you will get, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
maybe other people have also made the other judges like Daniel King. There was Fiona Still, and they all have made their own and maybe the result will be out soon, and then you would know. So thank you for coming here. But now there is something very interesting, guys, in the chat that we want to do, um, which is Gazprom. and FIDE have this award. And whenever I do a video like this, they do have some kind of a financial compensation for us. And that one, I want to give it as a scholarship from ChessBase India and Nihal's end to a very talented player. So Nihal, what do you think?
Yeah,
Good
it's
idea?
very nice. Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
let's invite our guests on the stream and talk to them a bit. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hi Saundarya.
Hi, sir.
Hello, and Prachurya.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, guys. Please meet Nihal over
Hi,
here.
Nihal.
Yeah,
Hi,
hi,
Nihal. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So we
Nihal.
are live right now.
Yes, we are live. Saundarya, were you not watching the game?
No,
Yeah,
I
we
was
watched the
watching.
game.
I was watching, but I think uh,
Midway,
I was
we
still in
lost
the
the
video,
track.
but I think it was a little, yeah.
Oh, midway, you guys were trying
I
to play it on a board, yeah?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the analysis.
yeah. So we
Yes.
took one of the variations as the main line. Unfortunately, got confused. So, but we'll watch it again anyway. I mean, it was wonderful.
Yeah, when Nihal says some of his analysis, it's so fast that you have to. It's very difficult to keep track of it.
Yeah, he's very sharp.
Yeah, very very sharp.
Actually, I think Nihal might remember that I had met him like on the way from Bangalore airport to the chess mind competition. We were in the same car,
Ah,
so I think we were there for about 2 hours. It
I,
was,
I think I remember something.
yeah.
Yeah, Chess Mine. Saundarya played it. By the way, guys, in the chat, I would like to introduce you to Saundarya Pradhan and Prachurya Pradhan. Both of them amazing chess players and two of India's top visually impaired chess players. Both of them cannot see 100%, but unbelievably talented. And it's so cool to have them here because first of all, Saundarya has made a website which I wanted to just show to the viewers. And Saundarya, let me just bring that on the screen so that even Nihal can see it as to what
Yes,
he has done. Unbelievable things, because we might imagine that it's very difficult to do something when you can't see, but this is the website that has been made by Saundarya. So I'll just bring it here. And Nihal, what this means is that the main problem is for chess players who cannot see is that when they have a screen reader on their screen, so it
Oh,
reads out everything that is on the screen. So if you have the screen reader, it will read accessible chess, paste the FEN of the position in the edit box, and so on. So they can, all those who cannot see can actually keep up with it by hearing it. However, when a chess board comes, like if say you have this position over here, the screen reader cannot read it. So they
mhm.
are unable to see what it is. So now, let's say if this is the position and I say copy position over here, and I go to Saundarya's website, which he has built here, and I paste it here, this fen, and I do submit, then it just gives the entire position here as to where the pieces are. You see, white king g1, queen h7, and then the screen reader can actually read it, and the blind chess players can put up the pieces on the board.
That's very nice.
So it's a very good
Thank
invention
you.
that was made by Saundarya. And Saundarya, can you tell us a bit as to how you did this? Because a lot of people in the chat
Uh,
have this question that if he cannot
yeah.
see, how can he make such a website?
So as I think a video will be shown also after some time, so you will see there that I use a screen reading software which reads out the text on the screen. So I use that software to access my computer, and So I'm a student of computer science and engineering. I'm studying in National Institute of Technology, Jamshedpur,
Really?
and I'm in third year currently.
Oh, very nice. He is in
Yeah.
NIT, guys, and he's in the third year and he's studying. And Saundarya, you go to an institute where everyone else is, they are all, they can see.
Yeah, everybody is sighted. Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
is sighted.
I have seen some people from different disabilities, but nobody is blind.
Okay,
I have
brilliant.
not seen anybody
So
yet in my
basically,
NIT yet.
what you are saying is that blindness or visually being visually impaired does not stop you from, becoming a computer science engineer, becoming.
Yeah, it can just maybe be it may be an obstacle, but it cannot be an end to your
Brilliant,
journey.
brilliant. And
I
so
mean, there are ways to get through it, I think.
it's amazing. We have this video, guys, that we have posted on ChessBase India, and I will urge all the viewers to watch it later. So if you see here, it was published today, and Saundarya actually explains this entire process of how he.
Everybody, this is Soundarya. I'm 100% blind and I'm an international chess player and a programmer. This video is about a website that I've designed to make.
So I will recommend everyone. I'll put the link of this into the description of this video, and please go and check it out. Saundarya actually shows how he made it, and not just that, how you can use it. That is the most important thing. And Saundarya, it can also be useful for sighted players, right?
Yeah, like for example, if you copy the position, although I mean, if you copy it in a normal way, then you have to see the position, you have to see the chessboard. But if you set a shortcut, as I have mentioned in the video, and just open the position, press the shortcut, then move to the browser and paste it, then I mean, without seeing the chessboard itself, you can get, the entire position. So maybe for players who are interested in improving their blindfold chess, I think this can be a unique way.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah, this is a good
maybe
idea, no, Nihal?
what I want is that maybe
Yeah.
I think this should be integrated into ChessBase itself. I mean, if this can go to the ChessBase developers, then I would like that
I will
this entire
definitely
system should be integrated.
I will definitely show them what you have made with the video, and I'll ask them if they, because
Thank
you
you,
have
sir.
made progress here, and I'm sure they will take it as
Yes.
some kind of a way in which they can integrate it. And the main thing, Nihal, is that when blind chess players or visually impaired chess players use ChessBase, they are unable to figure out what the pieces are on the board. So if it reads out this entire thing, it can be it can help them to improve faster.
Yeah.
So, Saundarya, I want to give you a small surprise here, which is that because this stream is by, Gazprom is a company, and they have collaborated with FIDE, and they do this best game brilliancy prize in every tournament. And for doing such streams where I analyze the games and promote everything, Gazprom and FIDE, they give us a compensation amount. And I spoke with Nihal, and we have decided that this will go to you as an award for building such a nice thing. And so that amount is 15,000 rupees,
Got it.
and it will go to you. So you can just share your details with us, bank details, and we will send this amount to
Sure.
you.
Thank you very much. I'm really honored, and it was completely unexpected. It's a surprise, of course.
Yes, I didn't tell you.
Thank
Otherwise,
you
you
very
would be
much.
like, no, 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 or something. So I
Maybe you wanted to see my reaction on this.
So and Saundarya, you can use this amount to further improve your website and to make it more
Sure, thank you.
better, or you can think
Yeah.
about ways. And I'm sure if anyone in the watching in the chat would like to support Saundarya's development of the website, then please do so. Yeah, you can write to his email ID, which will be also put in, or you can write to chessbaseindia@gmail.com, and we'll put you in touch. And now to
Also, I'm on LinkedIn if anybody wants to connect.
Okay, on LinkedIn. By the way, guys, do you observe, Nihal, do you observe the similarity between Saundarya and Prachurya?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know they are twins?
Okay. Yeah, now I do.
You guys are twins, right?
No, we are not.
They are
Ah,
not. No, no, they are
okay.
not. Okay, I thought they both look so
I was just
similar,
waiting.
but
I
Prachurya
was
is the
just waiting
elder
to see
one,
what you're going to say.
and Saundarya is the younger one, and they are both chess player. I mean, they both started playing chess, and they both have done so much. I think Saundarya, your rating is 1750. Prachurya, what's your rating?
Something around 1630.
1630. And
Yeah.
Prachurya, what do you do?
Yeah, so
Well, I'm a student of CA final. Apart from that,
Oh,
I am doing MCOM and I have already completed national eligibility test plus junior research fellowship. So I am net JRF qualified plus I am a student of CA final.
wow, wow. So you
Thanks.
one guy is becoming an engineer, another one is a CA. Both play chess. Amazing. It's tremendous. And there's also one more talent that Prachurya has, which we are going to see today. Nihal, do you know what that talent is?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
Singing, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
very nice, very nice.
wow.
So
Yeah, one of
Prachurya
my
is
song
a
was once put in chess with me. Yeah.
yeah, one of the songs of Prachurya was put in on ChessBase India, and he's an excellent singer. And I asked Prachurya today earlier in the day if he could show a glimpse of his talent, and he readily agreed. So Prachurya, can we have something?
Yeah, sure. Wait,
Okay.
I moved to a different place and
Oh wow.
He'll be playing the keyboard, I suppose.
And look at this. They both are in the same house, yeah, but they came from different Zoom calls.
yeah. I hope I am visible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. दहलीज पे मेरे दिल के जो रखे हैं तूने कदम मेरे नाम पे तेरी जिंदगी रख दी मेरे हमदम हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना जीना कैसे जीना हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना मेरे हमदम ना सीखा कभी जीना जीना कैसे जीना ना सीखा कभी जीना मेरे हमदम ओ ओ सच्ची सी है ये तारीफें दिल से जो मैंने करी है तो जो मिला तो सजी है दुनिया मेरे हमदम आसमां मिला जमीन को मेरे आधे आधे पूरे हैं हम तेरे नाम पे मेरी जिंदगी लिख दे मेरे हमदम हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना जीना कैसे जीना हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना मेरे हमदम ना सीखा कभी जीना जीना कैसे जीना ना सीखा जीना तेरे बिना हमदम
Wow.
ओ, ओ, Thank you.
Tremendous, tremendous. Prachurya, you are amazing. Nihal, did you like the song?
Yeah, yeah, very nice.
Beautiful.
That was just really-
Thank you.
Very, very melodious. And you learned the piano on your own?
Yeah, I learned it on my own when I was in the blind school. They used to teach music, but they didn't specifically teach harmonium. But since there was harmonium in that school, so I used to play harmonium. So I have this tendency to use only one hand. In the other hand, I used to blow it like this.
Ah, okay. So that's why you play the piano with one hand.
Yeah.
And fantastic. You you played amazingly well. Such a powerful voice, and this is amazing talent that is there in chess, and also in India about these young talents. Abhishek RS says beautiful singing by Prachurya. All the best to them. Also, Nihal, you are a beauty. Sagar bhai, thanks for bringing these people. Yeah, well, it's really cool, guys, that Nihal is here, and he's motivating these two youngsters. Also, I guess Nihal is motivated by them. So a very nice pack of three people. Soundarya, do you have any questions for Nihal?
Yeah, like I have seen, as I said, I have been with Nihal for about 1 2 hours, and if I maybe talk about the game we analyzed in the vehicle, then I think he will remember it exactly. It was e4 e5, knight c3, bishop c5, knight a4, bishop f2. That game, which ended up in a draw.
Oh
So
yes, this famous
I
game.
see that after, yeah, it was very interesting at that point. I
Right.
mean,
Do you
I
remember,
think
Nihal,
just
that
years
king
back.
walk to b5 and this
Yeah,
bishop a6?
I definitely remember seeing your face somewhere.
Ah,
Sure.
Right. So I have a question that, like, there I am a stranger and comparatively I am a new, like, let's say when we are considering Nihal, and then he was, uh, readily analyzing the games with me, and uh, the entire duration he talked to me about that game, and we calculated different variations. I want to ask, how you get the motivation, and also how do you get the energy to do all this all the while? Because I'm sure that if you did that at that moment, then all day you must be doing chess.
Yeah, like I just like chess in general. And, no, everyone has their own unique idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to analyze with anyone. Doesn't matter about rating or anything. It's just you can learn from everyone in your opinion. It's all good.
very
That's
nicely
something
said.
great about you, actually.
Saundarya, Prachurya, right now we were analyzing the game, and usually
Yeah.
on streams, it's more about how present it, how you talk about it, and all of it. People come well prepared and so on. But when it's Nihal, I know that he's also learning from these streams. Like, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
he told that,
It
oh,
was
this is an
visible. Yeah.
interesting variation, and I will look at it
Yeah,
later. So he uses every
yeah, yeah.
opportunity to learn, and even the game which he got this now brilliancy prize, which he may win, was because he lost a game in blitz from which he learnt and he managed to win this. So I think this entire
Right.
approach of learning from wherever you get an opportunity, be it you guys, be it online, has helped him tremendously in his chess. That's right, yeah, Nihal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very cool.
And
And
that is something great about him, to be
yeah,
honest. It's
that is
it's unique
something to
also.
learn. That is something to learn for
Thank
sure. Do you have any questions, Prachurya?
I don't have question. I just I have wishes, good wishes for him. I'm sure he will once become the world champion, and after Anand, he Prague, and these boys are going to make us proud.
Yeah,
you.
fantastic. Also, guys, Prachurya is very good with commentary, and he speaks very well. He interviews people very well. So some point, Prachurya will invite you to interview more people. Would be very cool to
That will
do
be my
that.
honor, sir.
So, guys, Saundarya, Prachurya, thank you so much for being here. It was amazing having you.
Thank you very
And
much.
Thank you very
also,
much, sir.
Nihal, very kind of you to be here. First of all, to analyze the game. Secondly, together with ChessBase India, giving this scholarship to Saundarya. So, thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
I
you.
want to just read a couple of super chats that people have sent for you. Avijit Dasgupta says, I wish I had 1% of their talent. And Aristotle Descartes says, sends hearts to you. Subrajoy Datta says, this is so good to meet you guys. Super OP, inspiring.
Thank
Very
you very much.
cool.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay,
Thank you.
guys. See you. Bye, bye, Nihal. Bye, Prachurya. Bye, Soundarya.
Bye, sir. Namaste
Bye.
to all.
Bye, bye.
Bye.
Guys, please check it out. Please check this video by Soundarya over here. If you look in the description, I have put his email ID in this video. So it is the website link is also given here. I'll also put it in this video as well. But if you see, here is his email ID, sound.chess@gmail.com. And you can write to him if you like, or you can write to me, chessbaseindia@gmail.com, and we will put you in touch with him. But what amazing talents, right? First of all, Nihal, who is brilliant, absolutely on the chessboard, has millions of variations going in his mind all the time. And then you have Soundarya, who cannot see at all, but developed this beautiful website for other blind chess players, all over the world. Now they have something where they can go and put up a position, copy it from ChessBase and put it there, and then it comes as a result. And he's a computer science student in NIT, which has all the cited people, and he's trying to become one of the computer science graduates there. And we have Prachurya, who is a CA final student, also rated. Yeah, both Soundarya and Prachurya are rated. And they also have Prachurya also has such great singing abilities. It's tremendous. So thanks so much everyone for being here, and for being with us. I think it was very motivating and inspiring for me, and also I guess it was, I hope that it was also for you. So until then, I wish you all a very good night, and have a great days ahead. And I'll be back tomorrow as well with some very interesting streams. So stay tuned. Bye bye. And a big thanks to also FIDE and Gazprom. Yeah, without them, this wouldn't have happened. Also, Nihal coming here and giving this the scholarship, ChessBase India and Nihal together doing this, I'm sure will help Soundarya to build some more tools for these other visually impaired chess players. So thank you all. Bye bye.